knows that I'm running Wasteland, so there's no reason for him to risk. Yep. Alright, that's not the worst draw. It is kind of a bummer we don't have a 2-drop Goblin. Although I could speed out a War Chief. I probably would have wanted to do that. I could play a Matron. Look for, what would I look for if I Matroned right now? Try to get Krenko out. I kind of like that plan, actually. Yeah, we'll go for Krenko. So it's going to be bad for us. Potentially. So he'll probably run out of Gaia's Cradle, and then start chaining some of these, or he can return this forest with the Korean Ranger, Deathrite Shaman, untap, maybe play a Heritage Druid. So let's F6 here. His turns take quite a while. So we'll see if he's got the Heritage Druid. He can still cast with the Deathrite. Not quite as good, but still very good at that Metal Sentinel. And I just kind of have to assume if he's running natural order that he's going to find one. Maybe not. Interesting. So he still could have cast another 1-drop. So this is pretty good. So lowering out that mountain. War Chief. No real good reason to run out the Mog War Marshal right now. I'm not going to attack them. I might as well just wait till I can vial them in. Alright, so we know he's got another forest in hand. He can generate quite a bit of mana. With that Nettle Sentinel. So if he goes another Glimpse here, I'm guessing he's probably going to cast an Elvish Visionary. Nope, he's just going to Natural Order. And I don't know that even with the Mog War Marshal, we're not going to be able to block 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got 13. Yeah, if we just Sting Scourger, probably still wouldn't save us, so we'll begin boarding. So again, bring some Chalices, Pyrokinesis, and Sharpshooters. Take the Vials out. Sting Scourger's not good. Probably a Pile Driver. And I think I took out... No, I think I left Pile Driver in.
Don't miss Disney's Moana in theaters now. Rated PG.
So I got a Ringleader.
Subway. So hurry to get your awesome Moana Kakamora action figure or floral charm bracelet today. Get one free for a limited time. Only at Subway.
I kind of want to bring in one Tuk Tuk Scrapper. Last game I saw he was running Jite. Kind of want the turn 1 Lackey play. Siege Gang Commander could be good if it somehow gets to late game. I think I just gotta get rid of the Pile Drivers. In fact, I think I like another Ringleader over another Pile Driver. So we'll go ahead and try that. Definitely want to go first. Still not great. So I think we're going to keep this just on the back of Sharpshooter if somehow we get it out. So we can't even cast that Tarfire, which is pretty terrible. We can't cycle the Gem Palm Incinerator, so we need to dig for land. And just kind of hope he gets off to a slow start. It gives us time to get the Goblin Sharpshooter out. So that is good. So we'll run that out. And hopefully that'll slow him down long enough for us to get our Ringleader on board. He is packing Abrupt Decays, I'm sure, Reclamation Sage. So this definitely isn't an answer that's going to win us the game. I'm just hoping it buys us enough time. So I kind of want to put the Mog War Marshal out. Well, I think the Goblin Lackey is better. So if he really is just stuck on with a handful of 1-drops that he can't cast, then One, two, three, four. So he's gonna Progenitus probably. Nope, so that's gonna be a Reclamation Sage. So that's good. I think if he could have natural ordered into something, he would have there. So I'm kind of hoping that he's not, that he kind of sided out of that. So I think, man, I could run out the Skirk Prospector, sack the Goblin Lackey and the Prospector to get Goblin Sharpshooter in play. Actually, so I could run a Prospector out, sack a Lackey and a Cavern of Souls, Mog War Marshal, to run the Sharpshooter out and keep the Skirk Prospector. So we're going to do that.
Different names, and I have met those guys. They make us more than what we seem, in places we've never been, with a million risks, but you fall back to thunder. Broke the scars to touch your skin, hold me up like a prison, but watch my colors paint the water. The sun will start to connect. I knew your dreams were real before.
So he's got 3, 4, 3 mana, 6 cards. So as long as this Goblin Sharpshooter lives, then we're going to get a lot of value. And so we'll probably Gen Palm. Well, we can't Incinerate. Hopefully we draw a land. So that'll let us, if we draw a land, we can cast Gen Palm Incinerate off of. Even if he drops another 2-drop, we'd be able to Gen Palm Incinerate the Deathrite Shaman, nab the other 2-drop, I'm fine taking 2. Oh sweet, so I kind of want to keep the Skirk Prospector around. Otherwise I could Gen Palm Incinerate the Deathrite Shaman. So I think sounds pretty good. We'll run another Chalice out. I'm tempted to attack with the Skirk Prospector and hope that he blocks with the Deathrite Shaman. But neither one of us have land, so unless he draws like another fetch land, I mean he's got the Misty. So he can tap it for mana. So that's excellent. So I think that was a bit of a mistake on his part. I think he probably just forgot. So this is great. So we'll go ahead and cycle. Well, I mean, I suppose I could wait to do it on his turn. In case there's something better to grab. We could also cast the Gem Palm Incinerator. Try to get the Goblin Ringleader out the next turn, sacking into the Skirk Prospector. That might not be a bad play. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So I need to get my hand going here. So if he's gonna make a move on the Goblin Sharpshooter, he'll probably do it before the Gem Palm Incinerator comes down. He paused because he was wondering who was targeting, but nope, I just need that mana. He's gonna try to start burning me out here. I won't get to nab the Death right next turn with the Sharpshooter when we sack the Gem Palm for mana. So I never know when the opponent's thinking this long. It can be either really good or really bad. I like to think it's usually better. So yeah, Green Sun Zenith for 1. So he could have gone for another Reclamation Sage there, so it makes me wonder if he's... maybe got another one in hand? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Well, this is pretty good. Like I always had it. Alright, so we'll sack the Marshal. So we'll get rid of the Nettle Sentinel first. Sack a Goblin. So I just need to automatically accept that. Hit that guy. Always yield. Sack a Goblin. Sack a Goblin. So he might try to burn us out, although he'll probably try to gain life. Let's see. That's fine. Alright, so we'll go Ringleader. Hopefully we'll hit some good cards. That's not so bad. Got a Cavern we can use to cast that Skirk Prospector. Swing in with the... We'll leave the Sharpshooter untapped. All right. I'm tempted to run out Krenko because it kind of demands an immediate answer next turn. So attack first. Alright, so hopefully this Krenko lasts next turn. So it's looking pretty good. Looking very good. So I could sack this Ringleader, cast the other Ringleader. Or I could create a bunch of Goblin tokens. It was probably free to cast that Goblin Lackey before doing that, so that may have been a little bit of a mistake. So I'll hit him. Sack a Goblin. Hit him. Sack a Goblin. Or keep doing that so we can cast that Ringleader. Well, actually, we can cast that Ringleader now. Oh, whiff. And now we'll just burn him out, I think. There we go. Got there. So I still like this. Chalice on the draw isn't nearly as good. But as you can see in that last game, you know, we got our first Chalice destroyed by the Reclamation Sage, and even a Chalice coming down later in the game was enough to, you know, kind of put the game away. So Goblin Ring Leader did a lot of work that game. Kind of hoping yeah, hopefully we get a hand we can actually keep. It'd be nice not to have to mulligan like we've had to the last couple games. That is not a great hand. Let's see if he mulligans. I think I still have to mulligan. I mean, I guess I could hope to just get there. I've got enough land to, you know, cast pretty much anything I could draw. If he's trying to go the grindy game, like if he sided out his natural orders, then I actually don't have that bad of a hand. You know, Mog War Marshal, Goblin War Chief. Don't really have anything to tutor up. You know, I don't have any matrons. I don't have any silver bullets like, you know, Chalice or Sharpshooter. Tuk Tuk Scrapper's just in here for a GT. So I'm going to have to draw into quite a bit of gas. I just don't think it's good enough to win. So this is actually very good, potentially. So I'm able to Tarfire his turn 1 play, Power Kinesis if he, you know, is able to load the board up. And then hopefully get a Sharpshooter in play and keep the board clean. Well, I think this is pretty good. So, it'd be nice to be able to have both Sharpshooters. Interesting he didn't play anything that turn. Maybe he's hoping for a good Glimpse turn next turn. Maybe his, you know, hand's a little bit light on action. So it'd be nice to draw another red card that I could pitch to Pyrokinesis. 2 sharpshooters in play would be probably game over for Elves. So hopefully he's not playing anything. Well, I guess, you know, it's possible he's just got a handful of Abrupt Decays. So I think we run this first sharpshooter out. I mean, I could make him make a move first. Just wait till next turn, play a ringleader. If he plays something, I can Pyrokinesis his board away. I just don't know that I really want to run that Goblin Sharpshooter out into an Abrupt Decay. I think we're going to do that. I think with this Pyrokinesis, I'm not in a huge hurry. And I'd like him to have to spend mana on his turn to kill my Sharpshooter. Alright, so not a whole lot of value with that Glimpse. That's great for us. So we'll go ahead and I think I want to run out this Ringleader. I could run out a War Chief to bait a Abrupt Decay, because if it doesn't get Abrupt Decayed, I could land 2 Hasty Sharpshooters next turn. I think I like that. Yeah, so you can Abrupt Decay. He's going to spend mana on his turn to do it. If he doesn't Abrupt Decay it, then I've got some Goblin Sharpshooters that'll swing next turn. I should have swung in there. Sitting here thinking about my lines, missing my attacks. So hopefully he tries to extend his board, and that I can, you know, make some use out of this Pyrokinesis. So that makes the Pyrokinesis a little bit worse, because he can just bounce whatever I target. So we might wait and see if he maybe uses it first. Man, it'd be really nice to get these 2 Sharpshooters down next turn. Hasty. Alright, so Bayou. Yeah, so he's probably going to Abrupt Decay. Hopefully he's not Cabal Therapying me. That would be really bad. So what's he playing? Green Sun's down to 2. So that's actually fine. So I'm going to get both of these next turn. So I'm going to get the Werewood Symbiote, Scavenging Ooze, run out a Sharpshooter, I might as well put one there. Now see, I don't know if I want to get rid of the ring. I think I do. I think that the 2 Goblin Sharpshooters is strong enough to keep him around. I mean, but the Ringleader really speeds me up. He's got some 2 toughness creatures though. I can kind of stall out on the Sharpshooter plan if he drops enough of those. I like having 2 Sharpshooters. I'm going to get rid of the Ringleader. So this is really great for us, him playing that Scavenging Ooze. If he had played another Elf, especially a 2 toughness Elf, we would have been only able to get like the Werewood Symbiote. But thankfully he did not play an Elf. He played an Ince, no an Ooze. Can't bounce that with the Symbiote. So War Chief would be, so Pendelhaven kind of stinks. It's going to be harder to kill his 1/1s with that Pendelhaven in play. With 2 Sharpshooters though. Oh, so this is perfect. So I like to say I called that. So now we can keep this board clear. So if he's got an Abrupt Decay, we're still left with 1 Sharpshooter, so I'm pretty glad that I decided to pitch that Ringleader. Alright, always yield. Alright, and we'll start swinging in. Alright, looking pretty good. There's really no reason to run that mountain out there. Might as well bluff a card. It can't be many things, you know, from my opponent's perspective, considering if it was a Goblin, I probably would have cast it. And, you know, the kind of interaction I run, you know, maybe it's a Tuk-Tuk Scrapper, Tar Fire, could be a Chalice. I would probably run out the Chalice, though. Could be another Pyrokinesis. Yeah, so I think he's probably just going to hold on to cards. Maybe he gets a Glimpse or something. So I'm going to play the Mountain just in case I draw a Ringleader and I'm able to string a bunch of Goblins together for the win. It'd be nice to draw into some more action though. But hopefully these Goblin Sharpshooters are just going to kind of keep the board clear for us. So I think after this match, I'm probably going to try to pick up some vintage games. I'll play Merfolk in vintage. I got a couple other decks, but I've mostly just played Merfolk. So I actually wanted to play the Vintage Daily tonight. Didn't fire. I think it got up to 7 people at one point, but need 12. So that would have been pretty fun to stream. So I wonder what he's thinking here. So that's fine, we can't really kill it. But it's fine, because if he plays another 1/1, I can target 1/1/1, and if he Pendelhavens that one, I can kill the other one, untap both of them, in response kill the, you know, the original Visionary. So next turn, I'm still going to attack. He can't Pendelhaven to block. So I think I'm still just in a really good board state right now. Yeah, see, so this is really good for us. So we might as well get rid of this Visionary first. Because he can't Pendelhaven anymore. So Ringleader would be really good here. So would Pile Driver. I think Pile Driver would be what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 would be exacties. Maggie's not bad either. Well, it's not great, but it does speed up our clock a little bit. 6-turn clock into a 4-turn clock. Now he'll know that we, you know, he's known that we haven't had a goblin in our hands, so not really, you know, giving away too much information, not playing a goblin off this lackey. And what's kind of cool is, you know, if he was able to, you know, get a Pendelhaven trigger through somehow, you know, I can always sharpshooter with my own lackey after sharpshooting once, and then untap both goblin sharpshooters, and then get in for 2 more. So if I have, you know, disposable goblins on the board, there's definitely ways to get more damage through on a goblin sharpshooter. So let's go ahead and shoot this right away. Not really sure what he's doing. I mean, he kind of has to know that they're just going to die right away, so I think he's just kind of banking on me making a mistake, maybe. But there's no reason for me not to shoot it right away. So I'm kind of keeping him off natural order, which is maybe what he's trying to do. You know, if he's able to stick one more creature that guy's cradle taps for 2. So I wonder if I can just do 1, 2, 3 damage to him. So I'm going to turn off auto yields. shoot the Sentinel. Hit him once. Hit him again. So we got Crater Hoof, Progenitus. Whoa. Yep, Crater Hoof. So it'd be great. So something like Krenko would be very good. Mog War Marshal, which I think I sided out, would have been good. So Mountain's not great, but we're going to get in for... I think we've got lethal, because if I swing with the Goblin Lackey War Chief, he's got to block one of them. That's going to give us 2 damage. That'll put him down to 4. The Goblin Lackey getting through will put him down to 3. Then I can shoot him, use a sharpshooter, shoot the Lackey, and get 2 more in, and that'll be an extra 3. So I think it's going to be a good game. So definitely a grindy matchup. So I'm going to shoot him. Shoot him. Is that okay? He's saying good games. Good game. So I'll shoot him once. Shoot my Lackey. And then burn him out. Alright, got there. Sweet.